How about now?
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
Right on. Cool. So yeah,
Um,
I've got it on recording just so I can show off my teaching for later and hopefully get other students interested as well. And yeah,
sure.
just so it's not like creepy. You look up and it's you know.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Cool, cool. Right on. So yeah, where should we start?
Yeah, I don't. I guess I tried to lay it out as much as possible, like kind of where I'm at. Like, basically, I guess all my goal really is, like just to be a little bit more, be able to freestyle to if I hear a song, I mean, I'm pretty okay with pointing out like hearing if a song is like major or minor, and things like that. But just being able to like just feel it out, just even figure out what key it's in by sliding a string or something, but figuring it out and then
Yeah.
where to go from there. I've learned most of the five major major scale positions, and as much as I tried to tell myself to not learn them relative to the fret markers, because that's just going to screw me up when I try to move it now. Like I still wound up kind of referring to the fret markers. So now it's like I
Okay. Yeah.
started with C major. So it's like, oh, I can play those positions, but then I'm like, all right, well, try to do this in like D or something. And it's like, so I just don't know. I'm trying to become a little more, I want to be able to play in complete musical phrases, basically.
Nice. All right. Um. Okay. So let's start with that with the C majors. Just see where you're at with that.
There, go down.
Oh, okay. So you're playing in the first position.
Right, yeah. I mean, I was learning all the positions on the way up to the 12th fret. And
Okay, that's
just
really good. Yeah, that's okay. The reason why that one is really good. So, um, I was expecting something else because there's another way you can go about it, which is the like doing a particular pattern. So, like let's say I've got this pattern. That would be like a major pattern. Then I can move it up to like a D for the D note, and then just do the same pattern. So in that sense, I learn one pattern, but I can apply it to all these different positions, right? But what you just showed me you did there was more of the natural notes, which is a good thing because it's like with the piano, the natural notes are all the white keys, right?
right.
So if you sharpen one of them, if you sharpen one of them, you go, okay, in the key of G major, there's one sharp and it's F. And then you go, okay, well, I'll just keep them all natural except for G, which I'm going to make it move up to that F sharp. So that's just a different way of viewing it in a sense, because, you're not thinking in terms of like the pattern of it per se, but more so like what is natural and then what do I have to sharp or flat from that underlying pattern. So that's a really good thing to have in and of itself. But, what you would want to work with that is working on the note names themselves. So as you're going up from the bottom, you would want to be able to say, like E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and just get really comfortable with that basically, because then from that you can go, okay, well, I know where F is. So if somebody says, oh, it's in the key of G major, that's just going to have one sharp. So if F is here, now it's just going to be here. Kind of thing.
Right.
So that's one way to go about it. I'm just going to bring up this website that's really cool for it. It's called musictheory.net. Let me just do the screen share here. There you go. Okay, so, it's still loading. Nice, that's sounding good. Okay, so musictheory.net, and you just click this button here, the exercises, and then scroll down to where it says fretboard note identification.
Okay.
And for some reason, the internet's loading really slow. That's all right. But yeah, this is good because it'll give you the direct feedback. You know, like if we're working on it here together, I can be like, okay, show me an F, and then you can play an F, and I'll be like, no or yes, right? And
Right.
then you have that feedback. But the second that the lesson ends, it's like, you know, how do you know if you're playing it correct or not? So it's just good to have this program here so you can get that immediate like ding or
So this program actually listens to you play and like.
no, this one's just for this was
No.
just for identifying getting really good at the fretboard. So
Oh, okay.
I have it in dark mode here, but can you see that all right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. So after you open this up, you want to click on this gear here, and you want to go down to fret positions. You have to set all the way up to the 5th fret. So that's just like the first position that you did there. So I would say just have it set up to the 5th fret for now. And then from that, so this note's easy because it's just open E, right? So open E. This one's easy because it's open G. Let's get something a little more difficult here. So, okay, so the way that you do this is you have to remember this little thing called, it's just like this little phrase that you just remember. It's, they're all tones. So hold on a sec, actually. All tones, and I'll tell you what a tone is in a second in case you don't know. All tones except B to C, or E to F, or vice versa if you're going backwards, like F to E or C to B. Right. And those are semitones. B, C, and E, F are semitones. So T tone is either +2 or -2. S semitone is just +1, 1 fret, or -1 fret. So to make sense of this, let me just close this now. Okay, so we know that this string here is G. So we're just going to go up in the alphabet. In the musical alphabet, you just go up to G and then back to A, right? So we're going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A again. So from G to A, is that a tone or a semitone?
That's a tone.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go up 2. Boom. That's where we know A would be here. Now A to, what would the next be? The next note after A be?
B.
Yep. And would that be a tone or semitone?
A sharp with a semitone.
What's that?
A sharp. I mean, or the next whole tone is B, of course.
Yeah. So if we wanted to go up to B, then B would be here. So this is either, B flat or A sharp. Let's click that here. Sorry, A sharp. Yeah, A sharp or B flat. There we go. So A sharp. Okay, so let's just try a couple more of these here. We know this one's A. Easy peasy. Okay, how about, we did this one already. Okay, how about this one? What note is this?
It's a B.
Yep. How about this one up here?
That's a A.
Yep. You probably know some of this too from playing stuff too, right? How about this one here?
We got a C sharp.
Yeah, nice. Hey, there you go. So how about this one?
We got D sharp.
Yep. Right on. So yeah, you just remember that thing over here. They're all tones except for B, C, and E and F. And you can apply that anywhere on the guitar. So let's just try a couple more things here. stop screen share. Okay, so see if you can find me see if you can find me a D on the G string.
That one?
Oh, that'll be a C.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. See, fairly easy, right?
Well, yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Like when I'm trying to memorize the fretboard, I start with A and I just kind of go up the strings and just hit the A's all the way up, at least to the 12. And then I go to B on the first string, and then I go back down to B and then C all the way up. And it's like, I can get that unless I start to like time myself or challenge myself, or if I put a metronome on and I'm like, okay, here we go, like E, 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 and it's like, then I just start frazzling, and you put yourself under pressure, and it's like,
yeah, that's a good way to do it. That's one of the other ways that you can do it as well. Like, for instance, if I'm like trying to figure out what this note is here, and I don't want to go from open D to like D, E, F, G, A, I would just use that thing that you just said there with the pointing at all the A's, where from here to here, I just know that that is a octave. So that it's like that pattern, that thing that you would use in that, what you just described there. But yeah, so that's another good way to go about it. But I think that program is really good because it can, give you that feedback. But also think I'll show you this pattern here. I think you should get into these patterns as well. Because once you know the pattern, you just move it wherever you want the root note to be. So somebody says, oh, we're in the key of F sharp major. So you move the root note, so you're A, B, C, D, E, F, F sharp, and then you just apply the pattern there. We're in the key of F sharp major. Okay, so I'll just show you that pattern if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, and like learning to walk the scales up, is something that I do it on accident sometimes, and then I cannot repeat it. I'll be like, well, you just did that right. And then I'll be like, what did I do?
Yeah, you probably have a good ear for it, eh?
I have a pretty good ear. I just I'm figuring out what the hell I just did when I do something on.
Yeah, right on. And I think actually the first way to go about, like one of the best ways to start off is just the ear. That's what I tell my students is like, they're like, what's the pattern, yada, yada. And I'll just play within the pattern. And first, because that's the thing is they're so stifled. They're like, I don't know what the pattern is. And then I just say, I'm like, well, just play a note. And if the note's going to sound consonant, meaning it's going to sound good together, and it's going to have the feel to it, or it's going to sound dissonant and have that feel to it, right? And then you're just like one fret away from a consonant note.
Sure.
So it's like that game Minefields. Remember that game back in the day where you had to like click the different things and you just take a guess, and then it opens up and like you either hit a mine or you didn't. So It's like that, right? I always saw it like that. Like you just hit, you don't know what key you're in. Let's say the band just starts jamming. Instead of, trying to ask everyone when the music's playing and it's loud, what key it's in, keys it's in. You literally just, what I would do in that situation is exactly what you were saying earlier. It was just hit a note and you see if it sounds good with the rest of it. If it's like, oh, no, that's dissonant. Okay, I'm just going to go down one fret and boom. Okay, now I know that note works within that pattern. And then you just keep taking guesses, right, and following your ear. So it's good to have that balance between the intuition and the actual patterns themselves. But
sure.
Yeah, so here I'll show you the major scale pattern. So let's do C major for now. So you want middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. and you're just going to go 2-4.
What are we doing?
Yeah. And then to pinky finger on 5th fret. Yep. And now you're good on the D string. You're going to go 1-2-4. Oh, can you play your open D string for me? Oh, it's fine. Okay, let's hear that again. So 1-2-4 on the D string. Oh, so and by the way, what I mean by 1-2-4 is the fingers that you use, not so much the frets.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I messed up. Nice. And then the next one is 1-3-4. Yeah, so that's the first octave. So let's just hear you ascend it and then descend it. Nice. Okay, now, because you know that C to D is a tone or semitone.
Tone.
Yep. So move that pattern up a tone. Yeah, start it there. Now you're on D major. Oh, make sure you're on the 5th fret there. I think you went up too far. Yeah. Nice. Now D to the next note is what?
The next note, E.
Yep. And you're moving up a tone. That's right. Because they're all tones except for bass D and yeah. Nice. So we're jamming in E now. Right. Okay. Now let's go to F. E to F. Yeah. Nice. So you see, you can move it around, right? Let's make it a F sharp. Yeah, and the beauty of this is you don't have to think to yourself, okay, F sharp has how many sharps does F sharp have? You know what I mean? You just move the pattern to that spot and then just apply the pattern and you're good. Okay, so that's the first octave. So let's do it again down on the 3rd fret. Nice. Okay, here's what I want you to do now. So on that last note, that pinky finger one, I want you to play that when you reach it with the 1st finger. So it looks like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, now, what's that?
I gave it a little sharp there.
Yeah. Nice. Good. And then that's where you start the next pattern. So the next pattern is going to be 1-3. Yeah. 1-2-4. 1-3-4. Nice. And then try to go back down. Yeah. And now that you're here, you go back to 3rd finger, 1 fret down.
Back to what?
It'll be 4th fret, 3rd finger. And then you treat that as you're back in the first pattern. Oh, that'll be because we swapped out that pinky finger for the first finger here. You're only going to have 2 notes here, so it'll be 3-1. Sorry, 3-2. Wait, what am I doing here? Yeah, so 3-1, 3-1, 4-2-1, 4-2. Yeah, 3rd finger there though. Nice. Okay, so let's try it again from the top. Doing that one with the first finger though.
Yeah, moving the scale is the hard part.
Yeah, so let's try that out again now. I'm just gonna grab the tablature for that. Hopefully I can find it pretty quick.
Yeah, I like swat. It's like the rocking from the middle finger to the first, and to slide it up to that.
Yeah, that's the.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'll probably have to write it in. I'll send you the tablatures for that after the lesson.
Right.
But, okay, let's just try it a couple more times, just because I want to make sure you got that key point. I think it's tripping you up is sorry, that point there. So instead of using, I just showed you with the pinky finger if you're doing one octave, right? But if you're going to go up 2 octaves, you want to change that pinky finger with first finger so you can keep going up. And then also on the way down too. You're here and then there. So actually just try this. Go 3rd finger, 4th fret, G string. Yeah, and just go between these two just a bunch of times. Yeah, exactly. That's the pivot point.
Okay.
Let's try it from the top. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so the thing that's tripping you up there is make sure you come down all the way to the first finger here and then jump over with the yeah. 1. Yeah, and then move to 3. Oh, like this. There you go. Yeah, and then you're set up again for that. Oh, hold on a sec there. So first just do this part here. Yeah, and then just move down 1 fret, but switch it to the 3rd finger. Oh. Make sure you do the first finger there first.
What's that?
So the thing that's tripping you up there is instead of going to this first finger here, you're trying to jump down to 3rd finger too quick. So more so like and then move. Nice. Yeah, Yeah, there you go. So there's all sorts of different ways to play it, but you know, you can obviously play it like sorry. You can play it like that as well, right? But this is just one of the I don't know, one of the ways that was presented to me the most, just because it keeps the fingers. It just keeps the fingers in like finger per fret kind of thing, whereas the other ones would involve you kind of splaying out more. And those are totally valid too. You know, you can do all sorts of different ways, but it's just easier for some people to grasp that, because some people have just, you know, smaller hands, and so they can't really stretch out that far.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, exactly. You can look back on this video too and just be reminded. You'll see the tabs with it. I'll put the fingering in it as well for you. But yeah, it should be good. Let's do a bit of a jam in D major. Let's see if you can find D major. Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's try C sharp major. Oh, so wait, not C sharp major. Let's do G major. This one will take a sec to find. Oh, that'll be B major that you got there. So that's B major, but you want to get G major. I'm making this one purposefully difficult. Oh. Yeah, exactly. An easier way to do it is you can go, okay, well, yeah, there you go, you got it. So you can work up from the bottom, go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but you could also work down from the top. So you could go, okay, well, the 12th fret is the same as the open. So if the open is A, then A moving backwards is going to go to G. It's going to go down one. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, really good. So I would say just mess around with that, and so yeah, just messing around with that and the exercise fretboard thing, just so but see them as two different things. The other one that we started with you know, identifying, okay, this is F sharp or this is, you know, B flat. That's good for in the future, and especially when you want to do like sight reading stuff. Um, and it's good for starting to map it out and be like, the A is, I know where the A sharp or A flat is, and you can just see that framework in front of you and mess around with it. So that can be good too, but I think it's much better to start with the pattern of it, and then because you don't have, right, with piano players, they got to remember what's sharp and what's flat and everything, whereas we as guitarists can just literally move the pattern up or down and we've got the same thing. So but yeah, we'll wrap the lesson up there. Maybe next time we'll do the minor scale. But I think also what might interest you is arpeggiation. Those can be really cool, especially if you get the minor diminished minor arpeggiation. Hold on a sec. Right, so you work that in with the other stuff. So right, so then you start combining them together, the arpeggiations with the scaled patterns, but also with the what's natural and stuff like that. See, the cool thing with if you go, okay, well, we're in the key of E minor, and you know where all the naturals are, then you really you've got the entire framework, and then you just go, okay, well, this is now F sharp, and so then you just have to think of the pattern as just that one thing moved slightly. So
right,
yeah,
okay,
right on, man. All right, so we'll do next week too, then, eh?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Right
Works
on.
for me.
Cool. All right. Take care.
Just out of curiosity, like when it comes time, like do you have like a Patreon, or like what do you do for people to
Just
pay you?
PayPal. Just PayPal at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got to know what I need to do.
Right on. Yeah, I'll send you the link, and yeah, cool.
Okay, man. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much, man, for the time.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. Take care. Peace.
Thanks, man. You too.